Well, good afternoon. This is Ronald Bird with another fall fashion season of Style Speaks. I have a really beautiful, talented young lady. I know a lot of people always ask, why do you ever get any women on your show? And I do have women on my show, but they tend to turn me down more than the guys do. The guys are really proud to talk to me, but you know, every once in a while I find a nice pretty lady that say, okay, Ronald, I'll do it. I'll do it. But I found one today. Hi, Nicole.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
All right.
Why not? I'm happy to be here.
Well, I am happy that you agreed, and I'm really, it's interesting because I think I find myself being more select with the women that I select. It's not necessarily about, and I don't want to sound a certain way where they have to be super gorgeous or super pretty, which you are. That definitely helps. But at the same time, I think based on the fact that, you know, I'm a man and I talk about primarily men's style and fashion because that's where I come from and that's what's passionate to me. I'm no connoisseur or fashionista in the sense that I want to talk about all fashions, but I do like to have the conversation with all people about different genres. So it's not primarily specifically for guys. My fan base is just predominantly men, and I talk about men's stuff because I am a man and I talk about what I know. But I'm willing to learn some new stuff too. And if it happens to come from a lady, why it can't be here?
That was smooth.
Was that good? Was that good? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Well, I'm going to show you the pictures. But, so tell everybody where you're from, Nicole.
Okay, I'm born and raised in Silver Spring, Maryland. My family's from Jamaica. So my mother...
Jamaica?
Yes.
Okay. Look, I haven't detected... I think some of the words you say kind of, little accent kind of come out.
People ask me, where are you from?
Yeah.
I think it's a combination of here, my Jamaican background, and just speaking proper. I do have a little proper sound. It adds up, I don't know. There it is.
There you go. Yeah. Well, that's odd. Ooh, that makes it a little bit more interesting, Mike. Yeah. Well, so okay. Well, how long have you been in this area?
I was born and raised in the DMV. My mother, so here's the story, right? My entire family is Jamaican. My mother came here when she was 7 months pregnant. I was in her belly, and she had me here. So I was born in the U.S. My older siblings were born in Jamaica. So I've been here all my life.
Okay, cool. Well, tell us about, of course we're talking about style and fashion here today, and we're going to get into the whole makeup piece. And how do you pronounce your last name? I know your company name, and there's a little deviation from the names. And talk about that.
Okay, so I am Nicole Takemoto. And that is Takemoto. Okay. With the two last names hyphenated Hamilton, I thought to make the brand Takemoto. So I took the I from Hamilton and added it to Takemoto, so it's Takemoto.
You know what? That had me so. I'm glad you explained that. Although I'm still a little twisted over that. I'm glad you explained. Right. Okay. Well, her middle name is different from but it's so close to the company name, and so I was like, we're gonna get some clarification when I talk to you. I don't know if I could have probably got that from texting you or asking you that over the phone. Well, that's really, really interesting. Well, let's talk about you personally and your upbringing. I like to really kind of talk about how people kind of got their sense of style, and you typically, as we get into talking about the whole makeup piece and your makeup line, you're obviously a very beautiful woman, and looking to go into this genre, makeup and beauty. Obviously, it was of some importance to you, something that maybe someone said, well, maybe you should do this. I've had a guest today that already said that he's a model because someone said that he probably would make a good model. So is kind of sort of the style and fashion piece as it transitions to your artistic flavor innate? Is it passion, or is it something that just kind of falls?
I think
that happens for you.
I think it started with passion that I didn't know I had, because I remember being a little girl, 8, 7 years old. My mom owned a salon for 30 years, and I would spend all my summer days there and my weekends helping her, sweeping the floor.
Oh, okay.
And I always had a fetish for like the Glamour and the Vogue magazines.
Okay.
I would stare at the magazine for hours.
Are you serious?
At the pages and the beauty and the fashion. And I wanted to be a model, an actor, a dancer, a singer. You know, I wanted to be all of them. I wanted to be a star. You know?
Oh, okay. From a very young age.
From a very young age.
Wow.
And I always had like a flair. I did, and I didn't know that until as I got older. People would tell me like, you're my style.
Yeah, you got something. Yeah, a little something extra there. It's always somebody that helps you recognize it. It just happens that way.
I always had a flair for sure. I would say that. And I went to modeling school, realized, okay, maybe I'm not going to be the model, not the runway model.
Right.
Thought about prints.
Because that had to fit a certain, how,
Went to hair school, decided I did not want to do hair.
Oh, okay.
I then went to makeup artistry. I loved it. I loved it. And it just evolved. I honestly, I didn't know Taekwondo was going to ever, I didn't even see this happening.
Wow.
I did not ever see this happening, to be honest with you. I feel like it's a blessing because it was all along something happened. You know when you're yearning for something but you didn't know what it was? Right. And here it is.
Wow.
And I'm like, my goodness.
Wow.
I don't know how to explain it.
Right. Well, that's interesting. I love the fact that you tasked yourself. You said, okay, well, you already knew that there was this star inside you. There was something creative inside you, and how it manifested itself, you wasn't quite sure. You said, okay, well, let me try the modeling thing. Okay, well, maybe not the modeling. Let me try the other thing. But you found what was, a good fit for you. So, and we're going to talk about the makeup piece and all that. What about the whole style sense? I mean, I think in modeling and makeup, this is the second time we've met. We did a TV show together, and which hasn't aired yet. But I think typically, professionally, you wear black a lot. And the last time I saw you were black today, and the last time I saw you had black on, so I'm going to have to ask you.
Okay.
So what is typically your style, your go-to colors, or how would you categorize your style to someone who hasn't actually met you or seen you? If you had to kind of say, okay.
Well, I'm definitely a glamour girl.
Okay.
It starts with the glamour
You're a
girl.
girly girl too, right?
I'm a girly girl.
Okay.
I know to turn it down and I know to turn it up. I can be sexy as a big
I've seen your photos, and yes, you can.
And I can be classy as an elegant woman.
Right.
And sometimes I put it all together and they don't know how to take it.
Oh.
They can't get mad, but they're also like, wow.
Wow.
Well, I'll tell you the whole black thing. The black thing is like my more professional one.
Right.
But I think I'm a wild child with the colors. I love the colors. Depending on my mood, if I feel a little extra thick today, I'm going to put black on.
Right.
But I'm a wild child. I love all colors. Color is my thing.
Okay.
So it depends on my mood.
It depends on your mood. So, well, how would you categorize your style, though? I mean, are you eclectic? Do you think you're avant-garde? You're classy, sophisticated? What words would you use to describe that? Your own signature look.
I would have to
outside of professional, your personal signature look. What would you say? Oh, I stumped her. Is that a good question?
Classy, sexy. Because I can't put the sexy out of it. I always have there's always a flair of sexiness.
Okay.
People tell me that all the time. Like, I could wear sweatpants and some sneakers. I'm like, my God, that girl. I mean, I've had women tell me that, so I'm assuming it's sexy, classy.
Okay.
I'm assuming.
Okay, and not trying to slutty?
No, I could do that too.
I had to say it. She may cut me after the interview, but I had to put that out.
No, I could do that too, but now that I'm older at 35.
I can do that too. I
like to tone it down with a little, I do a little trim, with a little plastic.
Okay.
It depends.
Okay.
It depends.
Well, where does that come from? What do you think? Is this just, can you explain that? Wow, I mean.
Every lady wants to be sexy. Not everyone's confident and can, just wear their sexiness. They're not confident in their sexiness. I'm very confident in my sexiness. I'm very, very confident. I don't need anyone to tell me I look great today. I don't need anyone to make me feel special. So with that being said, I think however I choose to dress, it's just like, I think my confidence for the most part, you'll see that right away.
Well, how do you think people interpret that? Even though you probably don't give a damn, but how do you think people's perception of that is?
Well,
I'm sure you probably get responses. Well, why are you think what?
Yeah. Well, some people say, go ahead, sister. I know that's right. Some people say, oh, you think you all that. I can tell. You're used to this, that, and the other. People that really get to know me, like, wow, you're down to earth. You're so humble. You're very kind. So it depends. I get it all.
You get it all.
I get them paid too.
Yeah, of course, of course. Well, that really interests me because not a lot of women will actually sit and admit that, and I love your candor, and I appreciate you telling us that. But I guess I want to. Was your mom that way? I guess I want to peel back a little bit more because it has to come from something. I mean, even though you're obviously a gorgeous girl, we all have interests, but that confidence and that ability to exude that and express that without not giving a damn comes from somewhere.
It does. My father was a great dresser. My mother was a great dresser. She was a diva. She was sexy. My mother had the baddest dresses with the matching pumps and the matching pocket.
Right.
And her hair and nails were flawless. And she's a hairstylist. So honestly, both my parents were good dressers. My mother was like that.
Okay.
I got a lot of my style from her. I know she knows.
Okay, that's what I was going for. That's what I was getting.
That sexiness is me. That's my mother.
Is that
that's
right?
My mommy.
Okay. Do y'all hang out together?
We do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not partying, but
right. Mother and daughter events, but I ain't hanging with my mama now. We don't do that. We don't sit at the bar and get the clip.
When I was 18, my mom and I actually would go out.
Yeah. Well, when you're that young, you want to,
19, we would hang out, But we didn't really ever party like that.
No. Well, I don't necessarily agree with that, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
But I ain't sitting on no bars too with my mama.
No,
but, yeah. I guess it's different with girls and guys or whatever. But that's really interesting, and I'm glad. We kind of touched on that because I think, we all come from something and we all have a little bit of both sides in us, and whatever we choose to take from our father or our mom or, these certain images. Some things we get we don't want, and some things we get we embellish and we strengthen. So I can respect the fact that you're given, you're even paying homage to your mom for having that. And kind of instilling that, because that's where you kind of get that confidence from.
Yes.
Because you're just kind of really no nonsense. You seem to be, and that's where that kind of you really.
My mom did pump me up as a child. She,
Okay.
She told me.
She told you were beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she told me, don't,
Right.
She's like, girl, are you playing with me?
Right.
This. So she really gave me my confidence.
Okay.
Before I even knew I had it.
Oh, okay. And then you realize, then a little later on, you realize, I got it anyway. Mama, stand back.
Right.
Let me soar, baby. Okay, you had it.
Yeah. Even now, she's like the little person on my shoulder. Even now, my mother and I, we talk, we're very close, and she still encourages me. She still, if she thinks I'm gaining weight, honey, you need to go to the gym. Look at you. I don't know what you're doing. Like, she stays on.
Okay.
She is the lady that's going to give it to me.
Wow. She don't pull no punches, right?
No.
She keeps what they say, she keeps her real.
She keeps her real.
Okay. Well, now why don't we transition into the whole makeup line now? We obviously, you like makeup. You want to tell everybody what this color is? Because I'm sure everybody's watching and say, okay. And people are like, okay, well that girl got on blue lipstick or teal or whatever the color is. We'll talk about the color, and then let's talk about the whole makeup. How you kind of stuck with the makeup, and what made you want to open up your own line.
Okay. Well, today I'm wearing Obama Blue.
Obama Blue.
Yes. And this is from the Lip Fixing collection. And the Lip Fixing collection is paying homage to gay pride.
Okay.
So it's Takimoto Pride, but it's the Lip Fixing collection.
Okay.
And that collection has an array of colors like a rainbow.
Right.
So this is from that collection, and this is Obama Blue.
Okay. Well, it's really nice. Well, it brings, and it takes a certain confidence. I'm sure, of course you walk down the street, you very rarely see women. I think even for black women don't even like to wear red lipstick. I don't know what's up with that. It makes my lips look too big. It's too much attention to the mouth.
Once again,
so
it's confidence. The person's self-confidence.
Absolutely.
Every time I wear this, they say it takes a certain confidence to wear that. And
Right.
They're wearing.
Right. Exactly.
But they always say that.
I'm sure. Well, talk a little bit about the business.
So, yes, I've been doing makeup artistry, and last summer, not the summer that just passed, the 2013 summer, traveling and stuff, it just came out of nowhere. I was online Instagram shopping, came across some nice websites, and you look to see whose site it is, and these were young folks like ourselves in Miami, in New York, wherever, selling online boutique style clothing. And I remember when I was in Miami, I got into a limo, like showroom kind of thing, you know, like a black car.
Right.
I met these two lovely young ladies. They said, "Oh, put your own business." And me and my best friend were like, "We're here for fun." And we were like, "What kind of business do you have?" And they're like, "We just opened our own store. It's online." And I said, "Well, how old are you?" And they said, "I'm 21." And I said, "Okay, if I wasn't motivated before, I kept saying I wanted to create something." And after my trip, I went home and I sat down and I said, "I do makeup. I always thought about doing a clothing store." And I said, "Why not do makeup? I know makeup inside out. I know that world."
Right.
I said, "Those two young girls, believe it or not, they don't know it, but they really inspired me."
Wow.
I left Miami with them on my mind.
Wow.
Came back and put it to the test. I did what I had to do. So
that's wonderful. What an entrepreneur you are.
Yep.
All righty. Well, where do you want to take it? And well, how you said this is kind of new though. Within
it'll be 7 months. November 21st.
Okay, and it's working for you?
It's working for me.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you what I did. I realized I'm not famous. I realized that I'm not a rich woman. So I don't have money for advertising like these big companies.
Right.
No one knows me, no one talks anymore. So my 8 months of planning the company, I promoted the business the entire 8 months prior to. Some people thought it was silly. Some people said, "Why are you promoting it in advance?" I thought it was brilliant.
Okay.
They wanted Takimoto before it even launched.
You promoted it before it was actually even a company,
I started promoting it September 7th when I registered the trademark name before I even received that it was my name. I knew it was my name.
Okay.
I was promoting it from then.
Okay, wonderful.
The brand launched in April.
Okay.
So a whole 8 months of promotion, they were asking for it by November. So mind you, I started talking about it in September.
Okay.
By November, December, they're like, "Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?" But I kept telling them spring 2014, we gotta wait spring.
Right.
I was gonna launch June 2014, but because of the enormous response, I had to push it up. And it put a lot of pressure on me and stress. I gained weight, I lost weight, I gained weight, I was stressed out, depressed. All these emotions came over me because I had to, I had to succeed and give people what they wanted. I'm talking about it and they want it.
Well, absolutely. I feel the same way.
The pressure was on me. No one knows the pressure I went through.
Right.
Really.
Wow.
And I launched it.
Wow, that's amazing.
When I launched in April, they were ready. And it just kind of just took on its own life. So here we are.
Here we are. Well, I think that is an incredible story. And I think I can kind of see you going. I mean, I see what you do on social media and the responses you get, and I mean, and your visuals are just amazing. You're just incredible to watch, and outside of you just being a lovely, beautiful lady, I can see big things for you. Definitely. Well, I appreciate you taking this time out today, and I'm not going to keep you too much longer because I know we all got things to do on a Saturday afternoon, and you may have to go and make somebody else look beautiful because you already done it for the day. All right. Well, this has been another session, another interview of Style Speaks today at Columbia Heights. It's kind of a rainy, cold, windy day today, but we got some beautiful sunshine in here. Thank you so much, darling. All right, Nicole. Well, until the next time, this is Ronald Bird with Style Speaks. See you again.